Hey guys, Stony Godly here of the Soul Train and SGC Couture Fashion. So today or this evening, whatever time it is for you in the part of the world that you're in, I wanted to speak with you about your pattern instructions and your construction instructions, because that's what this little pamphlet is that comes out of your pattern envelope. This is what's vital to you constructing, a part of what's vital to you constructing the garment that you are working on from the pattern. Okay, so I want to go over a couple of things with you to help you to understand a little bit better, because I know for me, when I first started sewing, I didn't pay any attention to any of this. So let's go over it together. How about that? Okay, so let's start at the beginning of the beginning, okay? When you first open this instructional manual or construction manual, up here in the upper left-hand corner, sometimes you will not see this first number R11962. That's because that means rack. It came off the rack that it was sitting on top of the file cabinets, okay? This is the actual pattern number here, ME2052, okay? So if you ever wanted to look up your pattern number for whatever reason, it would always be sitting up here in the upper left-hand corner of your pattern instructions. Next, it's going to give you the company brand, which this is from the Big Five, the Nomi. Here is the designer's name up here. Not always will there be a personalized designer, but in this case, it is Beauty J'adore. They will always give you their direct 1-800 phone number for you to contact them in the event that something is wrong with your pattern. Maybe it didn't print right. You got one that didn't print well, or whatever the case may be. So you'll always be able to contact Simplicity, which is the parent company of Nomi. Okay. Next down here, you're going to see the first set of line drawings. Okay. So of course, this is A is for the shirt. B is for the jeans. Of course, it's going to give you a front view diagram and a back view diagram. Next up here is going to describe the pattern markings that you very well may see on the pattern itself. So on the tissue paper. So you're definitely going to have this arrow, which means the direction of the grain line on the fabric. And look, it'll even tell you a definition. Place on a straight grain of fabric parallel to selvage or fold, okay? This one means to place on the fold, and it will tell you here in its wording. This stands for buttonholes. This means for button placement. So the buttonhole marking is this. The button marking is this one. Okay? These symbols here will show you this is for a single notch, a double notch, small circle, big circle, small square, and small upright triangle. Next, this is to indicate the bust line, the bicep line. Wherever you see this circle at, then it's going to indicate this information here. The bust, waist, hip, bicep. So that is that. Next up is going to be necessary adjustments if you need to make any. So let's say that you're a petite person, you need to shorten a pattern. It's going to give you that information here and show you a diagram of how to shorten it. The same for someone that's taller. So none of these most people will not be able to fit these patterns right out of the package. So you would definitely need to make the appropriate adjustments for yourself before you cut your fabric. So this would be for someone that's a bit taller than the pattern, the standard pattern that it's made for. And there's an indicator there of how to do that. Next up, it's going to talk about your cutting and your markings. More times than not, you can look right over here and it will tell you if you need to pre-shrink any of the fabric, which simply means to wash it a little bit before you cut it out into the actual garment. Circle layout view, width nape, double thickness means to fold it once. Double thickness without the fold means that you would cut that fabric and you would turn it. So you would cut it on the cross fold and where the selvage is lying here, and then you would just turn one piece of it the opposite direction of the other. Or single layer. Okay, so all of that information is going to be found up here. Right here is going to show you a diagram of when you do your layout. The white means the pattern piece needs to be right side up, facing you. Wrong side of the pattern is with the dots on it. That means the wrong side of the fabric should be facing you. Okay? Right side of fabric is dark like it looks here. That means the way you're going to cut these particular pieces is going to be a single thickness, and it's going to be with the fashion side of the fabric up facing you. Next would be the wrong side of the fabric. You would know that because it would be white like this on your diagram. Okay? So that's the first thing I wanted to share with you. Over here, it's going to give you a diagram of your pattern pieces and exactly how many pattern pieces is in the entire envelope. So in its entirety, it's 24 pieces to make both garments. Okay? Over here is also some very important information. So really quickly, we're going to just use as the example, this is a cutting layout up here, and we're just going to talk about the shirt. So first of all, shirt A, which there's only one shirt in this particular project, is going to indicate the pieces, the pattern pieces that you will need in order to make the shirt. So you would need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 consecutive numbers. So that's great. Okay. So what this 45 means is this would be how you would lay out your pattern pieces if it was a 45-inch width fabric. Okay, you would lay your pattern pieces out on that fabric like such. Now, if you got 60-inch width fabric, you're going to lay your pieces out like this. This is you want to definitely follow these diagrams because this will keep you from having excessive waste with your fabric. Okay, so come back for part 2 and we'll go over some more of the information contained in the instruction pamphlet. Okay, like, comment, share amongst your community of friends. If you're not following me, I don't know why you're not, and I'll see you in part 2.